Welcome to Automation 2050 channel. In today's video, we are going to see about what is TensorFlow. So, what is TensorFlow machine learning platform? So, it's a Google developed open source library for machine learning and deep neural network research. TensorFlow is an open source software library for numerical computation using data flow graphs. It was originally developed by Google Brain team within Google's Machine Intelligence Research Organization for machine learning and deep neural network research. But the system is general enough to be applicable in all the domains. So its revised version 1.0 in February 2017 has continued rapid development with further along with further 2.0 is also published. So it is a cross-platform which it runs on nearly everything, that is GPUs, CPUs, including mobile and embedded platforms, and also even Tensor Programming Units TPU. There is a term called TPU, that is Tensor Processing Units, that is TPU, which are specialized hardware to do tensor math on. So it's not widely available yet, but we have recently launched an alpha program. I will give you the Google image of TensorFlow in the description box below. As well as the TensorFlow distributed execution engine abstracts has supported many high-end high performance, because that is an execution engine where CPU, GPU, Android, iOS, everything will be there, and there will be a TensorFlow distributed execution engine where it performs high performance code implemented in C++ for TensorFlow platform. So on top of that side, the Python and C++ are more to come, but the layers API, that is the TensorFlow API, provides a simpler interface for commonly used layers in deep learning models. For example, Keras, that and all. And finally, there are a number of commonly used models are ready to use. There are commonly ready-made models in TensorFlow, and where we can go directly and use that packages and go further beyond. So it's a second ML framework that Google has created and used to design, build and train the deep learning models. So you can also use this TF library, that is a TensorFlow library, to do numerical computations, which in itself doesn't seem all too special, but these computations are done with data flow graphs. So that will come under the components of TensorFlow in that slide. So here it's a TF. What is TF? So TF is a library developed by Google Brain team to accelerate machine learning and deep neural network research. And it was also built to run on multiple CPU, GPU, and even mobile OS. And it has several wrappers in several languages like Python, C++, Java, and all. So in this tutorial, I will explain you brief about what is TensorFlow, history of TensorFlow, components of TensorFlow, everything about it. So if you want to know more about it, Google HTTPS www.tensorflow.org. And next we are going to cover about the history, because we should know where it all came from. So the history of TensorFlow is, a couple of years ago, deep learning started to outperform all other machine learning algorithms when giving a massive amount of data. So Google saw it could use these deep learning neural networks to improve its services. That is Google saw, and they have used the new deep neural networks. They will use it wide more. So to improve the services of Gmail, Photos, Google search engine, Lens, etc. So they built a framework called TF, that is TensorFlow, to let researchers and developers work together on an AI model. Once developed and scaled, it allows lots of people to use it. So it was first made public in I think in 2015, while the first stable version is appeared on 2019. 2017. So it's open source under Apache open source license. So you can actually use it. You can use this TensorFlow, modify it, redistribute it without paying anything to Google. It's free, completely free. And next I want to state here is like TF architecture. So TF is of, I stated here, like TF architecture works in 3 parts: pre-processing the data, building the data, training and estimating the model. Pre-processing the data, building the model, training and estimating the model. It is called TensorFlow because it takes input as a multi-dimensional array, which is known as tensors. You can construct a sort of flowchart of operation called graph that you want to perform on that input. The input goes in at one end and then it flows through the system of multiple operations and come out the other end as output. So here the input it will take as a multi-dimensional array. It is called as tensors. The jargon is tensors. So you can construct a sort of flowchart of operations called graphs that you want to perform on that input. Then input will go from one end, it flows through the system, there is a processor, and then it comes out as the input, output as another end. This is why it is called TensorFlow, because the tensor goes in, it flows through the list of operations as you see in the image, and it comes out to the other side. So this is what the operation is performing here in the architecture. So I will zoom it. Okay. Then next, how will TensorFlow run? Where can TensorFlow run? It will actually, TensorFlow hardware and software requirements can be classified into development phase. There is development phase, that the training phase, which usually done on your laptop or PC or Mac, whatever may be. So it run on desktop running Windows, Mac OS or Linux, and I am using HP. It's a it will also support GPU, TPU. You should have higher storage for that. So desktop running Windows, Mac OS or Linux. So I will publish a list of laptops that we can use for data science, TensorFlow, deep learning models. So I will tell you, for this desktop running Windows, Mac OS or Linux, then you can actually use cloud as a web service on mobile devices like iOS and Android. So you actually, for installing TensorFlow, you should need a high-end laptop. Like you should, this laptop is supporting all GPU, TPU, so GPU, CPU, everything. So I am using it. So the model can be trained and used on GPU as well as CPU. GPU were initially designed for video games. So Stanford researchers in 2010 found that GPU was also very good at matrix operations and algebra. So it makes very fast for doing these kind of calculations. So deep learning relies on the lots of matrix multiplication, and TensorFlow is also very fast at computation, the matrix multiplication. Because it was written in C++. Although it is implemented in C++, TensorFlow can be accessed and controlled in other main languages called Python. TensorFlow and Python will make a big difference. So next one is components of TensorFlow. Components of TensorFlow. So tensor, I told you two main jargons. One is tensor, another one is graph. TensorFlow's name is directly derived from its core framework tensor. In TensorFlow, all the computations involve tensors. A tensor is a vector or matrix of n dimensions that represents all types of data. All values in a tensor hold identical data type with a known shape. The shape of data is also dimensionality is also a matrix or array, because a tensor can be originated from the input data, as I told you already, or the result of the computation. In TensorFlow, all the operations are conducted inside a graph. That is, the graph is a set of computations that takes place successfully. So the graph outlines the OPS and connections between the nodes. It doesn't display the values. The edge of the nodes is tensor. That is the way to populate the operation with the data. One is tensor. Another one is graph. As you all know, what is graph? TensorFlow makes use of graph framework. The graph gathers and describes all the series computations done during the training. The graph also have lot of advantages because it runs on multiple CPU and GPU, even OS, mobile OS also. So the probability of the graph allows to preserve the computations for immediate or later use, and the graph can also be saved and executed for the future use. And a tensor has a node and the edge. The node carries the mathematical operations, as you see in the bubble sort and all the data structures. The node, a tensor has a node as well as the end. that is the edge. Node, it's used for the mathematical operations and produces an endpoint output. The edges will explain the input and output relationship between the nodes. So why is TensorFlow popular? Everybody will ask this question. So TensorFlow is the best library of all because it is built to be accessible for everyone. It incorporates different API to build a scale deep learning architecture like convolution neural network or recurrent neural network, and is also based upon graph computation, which it allows the developer to visualize the construction of neural network with the TensorFlow. And also this tool is helpful to debug the program. Finally, TF is built to be deployed at scale because it runs on both GPU and CPU, and it also attracts a larger popularity on GitHub. So GitHub TensorFlow GitHub TensorFlow links will be given soon. So next, in the next slide, we are going to see what are all the best algorithm for TensorFlow. So linear regression. Currently TensorFlow 1.10, these are all 1.10, has built in this API. So linear regression, classification, deep learning classification, deep learning WIP and deep, boosted tree regression, boosted tree classification. So you can use this ready-made library and you can directly work on the projects. This is a simple code. 2 lines of the sample code explanation. Then import NumPy as NP and import TensorFlow as TF. So this is the summary which we have covered in the today's topic. So please like, share and subscribe to Automation 2050 channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video and please subscribe it.